nature's great vessels skillfully navigating through time, with your wise, ageless skipper at the helm. And we, your modest and wearying crew, not fully grasping the reason for our voyage, not realizing that the journey creates us, that we become the frontiers we cross, unaware that the strait never sleeps.
The interaction between orcas and sailing boats in the Strait of Gibraltar remain a mystery.
We crossed the straits, which is fantastic for students. Yeah, sail to Africa. Imagine telling your friends I've just sailed to Africa and sail back again. And it's year-round, 360 days a year, pretty much. I think the variety of sailing here is fantastic. Before the orcas were around this south coast, we could have gone west towards Portugal. And there's so many beautiful bays and anchorages and other spots up that way as well. At the moment, we're just staying east and south to Ceuta.
Since 2020, the Strait has witnessed a new and concerning phenomenon: interactions between orcas and sailing boats. These interactions range from curious approaches to, in some cases, aggressive ramming and damage to boats. Here's some media coverage of the events.
A group of orcas, better known as killer whales, they appear to be attacking and even sinking some boats off the coasts of Portugal and Spain.
A pod of orcas has sunk a yacht in the Strait of Gibraltar, according to the Polish tourist company Morski Mile. The Grazie Mama 2 was attacked over the course of 45 minutes. The orcas hit the rudder blade, causing major damage and a leak. The company says the yacht sank near the entrance to the Tangier Med port.
3 killer whales struck the rudder and side of the sailboat, eventually causing it to sink as the Spanish Coast Guard rushed to the rescue. It's one of at least 3 boats that have sunk because of the orcas since last summer, and many more have been seriously damaged in the last 3 years.
I knew we would be misunderstood. Is this not a complex world of beauty and delusion, of currents and eddies, of headwinds and tailwinds, of failure and success, of love and confusion? Are we not just part of an entangled dream? Scapegoats of the strait, perhaps? Have we really become the disruptor and the rogue?
Okay, you're free.
The consensus is that Gibraltar's vast marine life has depleted over the last 30 years. Nikki Balban has been exploring the strait for almost the entire time. It's a story of collaboration, of scientists and filmmakers relying on his expertise to capture breathtaking footage and groundbreaking data. In between his good friends, the marine biologist Luis Tagneto, a leading figure in Gibraltar's conservation scene, we feel the immense privilege to be part of today's expedition.
This year, every time we've been up, looking for orca, we've had the orca. And pilot whales as well, depending. Pilot whales is something that we look for more often because they're more common. Very rarely that they're not there. If they're not there, sometimes it's a good sign that the orca are around. But this year we've known they've been around and we have found them. So to look for whales, no, not that I know of. As far as I'm aware, there's dolphin boats that go out to see the dolphins in Gibraltar, British Gibraltar territorial waters, but out to the straits, I don't think anybody goes out in Gibraltar regularly to look for whales.
Lewis and the Nautilus Project launched a marine science app, Orcanus, which facilitates safer marine navigation using geolocation to track orcas.
So the app is basically like a GPS logging system. Whenever you're out at sea, or if you're thinking of going out at sea, you can open up the app and have a look at the locations of all the sightings. If you see orcas, it allows you to see all the sightings of orcas that have been recorded. With respect to the rollout, what the Junta have done is they have actually pushed this app in a poster form to all the ports in Spain. So it's been released nationally in Spain as a way of getting as many people as possible to use it and to hopefully collect as much data as possible so that we can then start doing some useful stuff with that. The evidence from the scientists that know about this, more than I could possibly know, suggests that this is actually play, and they are just very large animals that can do a lot of damage to our vessels and even sink them. And what they're doing is that they're just adapting their behavior to feed in a more effective way, where they're honing their skills to attack what they typically eat here, which is the tuna. So that's where we're getting these interactions from, and that's why the advice given is to stop your boat, because if you stop your boat, you're not running away from them anymore, and so the idea is that they're going to get bored and they're going to leave you alone.
Across the sea's busy highways, interlinking the crossroads of the world's oceans, over 80% of goods traded worldwide travel on board 58,000 cargo ships.
And what are we doing? We're cutting straight across down this way. We're not crossing the straits first.
En vez de cruzar de aquí para lo que es Tangiamet y ya seguir para arriba. We do that in the summer when we want orca, and you get to the pile of whales, and you know the orca up there. Then when you get pile of whales, you don't stop, and then you waste time.
We should catch pilots on the way up anyway, no? Really?
Sí, pero when we cut from here to Tarifa, you are really inshore.
The market frenzy of sea commerce connects us all. But we trade for today, not caring for tomorrow.
I think the ecosystem of the Straits of Gibraltar is a very, very special ecosystem. Okay?
Yeah, it's really unique.
On the one side, we've got the Mediterranean, which has its own ecosystem. On the other side, we've got the Atlantic Ocean, which has its own unique ecosystem. Yeah. What we have in the Straits is a blend of those ecosystems, the meeting of those ecosystems, which, because of the continent of Africa pushed up against the continent of Europe, actually narrows all of that life into a really, really condensed band, okay? And that makes it an extra special place to observe life because of that mix and so compact, but also to study it. And so I think in terms of, we should be doing more to protect the area as an area of conservation.
We cannot afford to mortally wound each other with our greed. We mustn't fail our future generations. The bottom line cannot continue to poison our planet. We are the sole custodians of this fine balance.
I think one of the things that we need to try and limit is the impacts of marine noise. If you have a look, there's a vessel. Behind it, a couple of miles behind it, there's another one. A couple of miles behind that one, there's another one. There's a couple of miles, there's another one there, and if you look, there's a whole line of ships that are constantly entering and exiting the strait. If you think about cetaceans alone, these are animals that are very sound driven. They use that sound to communicate over, tens of kilometers. If you have this high level of noise, it is something that is affecting them over the course of their lifetime. It's affecting how they live, and it's affecting how they can succeed within the ecosystem. So actually understanding the noise levels that we're generating and limiting it would be an important step. Nick, there's some pilot whales.
This sea is a wilderness of quivering light, which ensnares our gaze. quivering threads of warm light which make life possible.
Mira, mira, mira. So we've got a group of pilot whales, short-fin pilot whales. They're native to the area here.
How do you see us in this sea of yours? We that activate a part of memory in life's unfolding sense, that imminence which somehow urges to take shape. Because when at sea, everything is different. Everything has another form.
One of the things that's interesting about pilot whales is that they are maternally driven. So it's the matriarch that actually drives the whole pod. Even though there is a sexual dimorphism between them and the males are larger, it's the females that will actually lead the pod, a bit like elephants, to where the food is and back again.
Mi primer contacto con el Estrecho de Gibraltar fue a nivel deportivo. Hice el cruce a nado del estrecho, es una experiencia increíble. Y ahí fui consciente de la fauna y la flora del estrecho. Cuando íbamos nadando, salimos desde la isla de Tarifa y llegamos a África, a Marruecos. En el trayecto cruzamos con delfines, cruzamos con tiburones, cruzamos con un banco de atunes gigantes, barracudas, medusas. La primera vez que una ballena se acercó a mí y tuve la suerte de oírla silbar, eso fue como un antes y un después en mi vida. Hay pocas experiencias que se puedan igualar a la interacción con un cetáceo grande. Cuando se acercan y se paran cerca del barco es como un presentimiento. Ya sabes que ese animal quiere algo contigo. Es algo muy mamífero, es algo que se siente. Como te mira, se para, se queda esperando y como que deja que entres en su espacio. Te deja acercarse con el barco, se sigue quedando quieta, tú te mueves dentro del barco, metes una mano dentro del agua, pues siempre agarrado al barco porque no está permitido nadar. Pues acercarme de la forma más cautelosa que puedo. Cuando los animales están tranquilos, que hay muchas ocasiones en las que los animales interaccionan con nosotros, cuando se acercan, cuando se ven que están tranquilos, cuando se ve que quieren, que nos llaman, que sacan la cabeza para mirarnos y les ves que te están mirando, a veces puedes tener la suerte de acercarte un poco más, de agarrarte al barco y mirar abajo. Yo siempre llevo unas gafas e intento estar cerca de ellos. Cuando ellos te dejan, la experiencia es inolvidable, es indescriptible. Sois dos animales salvajes que en ese momento entráis en contacto. Os miráis, os sentís. Yo diría que casi se siente el latido del corazón. Yo creo que ellos lo sienten.
Empty me into the ocean, be my beloved estuary. And let my hungry ripples come up to the very shore of your loins. Who are the lovers in this straits affair? The crew and the ship and the sea? Or is it an open, unquenchable love where all our passions meet? Soothed by your sea spray, this open sea wound is not meant to heal. It is meant to live profusely and blossom ardently instead.
Y cuando esos segundos en el que te miran y os miráis son lentos, porque se puede mover, una ballena piloto puede moverse muy rápido, pero cuando se mueve despacio mirándote, está ahí. Son unos segundos, pero que se quedan para siempre, se quedan muy dentro. Es algo muy especial.
In our deepest natures, we are frontier-crossing beings. We know this by the stories we tell ourselves, for we are storytelling animals too. We know that the all-encompassing infinite text is out there never to be written.
They're there, they're there. 3 o'clock, Nick, 3 o'clock!
So many episodes are silenced, just disappear from memory, or never make it to the records. We will make do with this handful of precious fragments. You realize that the sea is beating within us, that this womb-like space is truly a womb, that your journey is also our crossing, that our memory and our lives are shared, that we all breathe into the same being. I hear you, your surf speaks. Do you hear me? We are bound together for the journey.
So pilot whales are driven by a matriarchal society. The oldest female leads the way of where the group goes. And the males will probably be around the periphery of that familial pod. She will take them to where the feeding grounds is at the right time of year. She will, and in this case, because they're moving backwards and forwards, she'll take them to the right spot, and they will all follow. This is why when there are mass strandings in pilot whale species, the whole family tends to strand at the same time, because that connection, that bond is so strong between all of them that if the main matriarch beaches herself for whatever reason, she's injured, she's dying, the others will actually follow her onto the beach and strand themselves. We've got the pilot whales here, and right next to it at about 50 meters away, just behind, there you've got bottlenose dolphins. So these groups are actually very, very close together. Different species very close together.
For you know what you know, and you are too easily misunderstood. We are so often confused by your rage, baffled by the sudden violence of your squalls, and we dare call you cruel.
Is it a tag or is it a net? Here. It's one of these. It's one of. No. Could be a net that's on the animal, like a ghost fishing net. That what we're seeing is one of the buoys that, as the animal comes to the surface, is coming up, or it could be a tag, which is collecting data for scientists. But we saw it very, very quickly. We weren't sure what it was, and we were trying to work out whether it's a tag or whether it's a buoy. So ghost fishing gear is fishing gear, nets and things that are either discarded or lost, and because it takes them so long to break down, marine life can get trapped in it, and it causes harm to marine life as a result of it. It basically fishes even though there's nobody collecting it, and it'll do it for hundreds of years, killing lots and lots of marine life in the process. Is on the Spanish side.
Our vessel bobbed between continents. On one side, the ochre cliffs of Morocco gleamed under the African sun, Morocco's sea police looming and watchful on the horizon. Pilot whales spouted, their calls echoing across the divided strait, a haunting soundtrack to the silent tension between Moroccan patrol boats and the British flag fluttering on our research vessel. Its territorial waters were a mere inches away, yet they drifted into a neutral strip, an international shipping lane where borders danced around like mirages in the water.
out of the straits and then to the left, you know?
No, the orcas the orcas are quite a bit further up.
Yeah.
And the chances are that there's a big chance they're not going to be there. Big chance. I don't know, whatever you guys want. You guys want to shoot up, see if we get a chance with orca further up, we carry on going up.
Look at that.
They're feeding something.
Or mating displays. When there are lots of them together going very, very fast like that, it can be mating displays. This is where the Moroccans fish for tuna, and this is normally a very good spot for all sorts of cetaceans, but this is the typical spot where we find orca. It's a good spot to find them. And the only thing is that when you've got other cetaceans, other dolphins and things in this spot, you tend not to have the orca, because the others will move away when the orca are here to feed. See, they're striped, definitely striped now. So now we've seen three. We've seen the common, we've seen bottlenose, and we've seen striped. Yeah. So the one we're missing, Nick, is the orca, and then we've.
Station with Pam in Gibraltar Strait. This is MRCC Tarifa. Orcas are attacking you, is that correct? No, only sighting. So I turned around and went back to that. So there was no attack, just a sighting. Okay, you are sighting the orcas, but you don't have any problem with them, is that correct? Correct. Understood. And why are you transmitting pan, madam?
There was a pan on the VHF, which was alerting vessels to the fact that they had sighted two orca, and there hasn't been an incident, but it is within the area. So we're trying to locate the vessel, because if we can locate the vessel, then we can locate the orca, hopefully. Pan, yeah, which is a level underneath Mayday, which is the.
See, I think it was a bit too.
It was the wrong call.
For
it was the wrong
just
call.
a sighting of orca. It was the wrong call. That's why they were.
That's why they're being told off. That wasn't. It wasn't logged. It wasn't logged because there's nothing in the straits.
YGGDRASIL.
And where is it?
Way that way.
Sorry, that que yo coja mis bearings. Está en Punta Carnero, está llevado, está.
Vámonos.
Let's go.
Well done.
Definitely looks like a whale watcher heading that way.
Yeah.
And that definitely looks like a whale watcher heading that way. So I am guessing that the position where they have seen them is down
where they're crossing in, mira, ahí hay un barco.
Y ahí hay un barco, yeah. Lo que pasa que there is a sailing boat right inshore there, right inshore, but it's called Colombo.
No, I don't think it is called.
And the name was not Colombo.
Estribor, aquí, right there. Okay. That's a rorgal común, no?
So that the fin whale, the fluke, doesn't come out of the water. It's all very kind of, which is what we're seeing really, just a very, a spout and then not very much more.
The difference with the fin whale, normally when they are traveling around here, they're not going down, they're just traveling one direction.
Where sky and sea are one, freely flowing in land's tight embrace. where things are moving even when they appear to be still, in a world where borders can be sharp or blurred. The rich mythological substrate of the strait captures an underlying essence which challenges reality and unsettles it. The overworlds and underworlds of the region inevitably merge. They have long shadowed the physical world of its jebels and rivers, of its marismas and shores.
13, 14, 5 hours, yeah?
I know.
We've probably covered 40 miles,
Yeah,
I would think.
40.
You know, thereabouts.
So we've been out 5 hours, covered about 40 miles, and been able to spot multiple pods of common dolphins, striped dolphins. We've seen bottlenose dolphins. We've seen short-fin pilot whales, and just now we've seen the fin whales. So not bad for a day's sightings. This is why we need to do more to protect this. This is it's a very special stretch of water here, which has an abundance of life, and you know, it is really a jewel on this planet. We really need to protect it and protect the species living here. I think we are the main dangers, and our activities are the main dangers. We don't live in the sea. We only use it for either pleasure or for transport or for shipping. But the truth is that we inflict quite a lot of issues on the marine environment, with the boats, with the pollution, with oil and that type of thing. And we need to guard that a little bit more carefully, because we're reliant on this environment much more than we give it credit for.
No way of knowing when this sea song began. When we first heard your whisper, when did you first hear us sing? We are the scurrying waves that have traveled beneath the surface ever since life began.